the lie we're sold. From the moment we open our eyes, we are taught a dangerous myth. Seek comfort, avoid pain. Commercials sell us pleasure. Schools reward ease. Society glorifies the effortless life. But what if this comfort was never meant to serve us? What if it was a cage? This modern obsession with ease has severed us from an ancient truth. That pain, real and raw, is not punishment. It is a compass, a teacher, a silent guide pointing us toward our truest selves. In this journey, we will explore 10 Stoic truths, each a deeper descent into the forge that show us how pain can not only be survived, but used as fuel. This is not philosophy for comfort. This is a war cry for the soul, and it begins in the fire. Part 1. Pain is the beginning of purpose. Pain is not an interruption of your life. It is your life calling you to wake up. It does not knock, it crashes in. And when it does, it demands your attention. Great men were not born with direction. They were broken first, then built, then made unshakable. When you feel shattered, understand, you're not being destroyed, you're being reforged. Seneca said, "A gem cannot be polished without friction, and neither can you." Pain strips away illusion, laziness and ego, leaving only truth. And truth is the foundation of purpose. Don't run from it. Let it shape you. Let it burn you. Let it brand you. Because pain doesn't kill purpose. It births it. Part 2. Discomfort is where strength grows. Ease weakens the body. Comfort dulls the spirit. The Stoic knows this. Epictetus, once a slave with nothing but his mind, did not become a master of philosophy in ease. He became strong because of hardship, because of chains, because of pain. We seek comfort, but it is discomfort that gives us roots, that builds our calluses, that forges our fortitude. Each moment you willingly step into what frightens you, into rejection, effort, silence, you become harder to break. So stop asking for softness, train in the fire, and walk into the day not asking for less burden, but for a stronger back. Part 3. Turn suffering into study. Pain will visit everyone, but only a few will sit down and listen to it. The untrained mind flees from suffering. The Stoic confronts it. He leans in and asks, "What are you here to teach me?" Pain is not senseless. It's structured. It's intelligent. It's a code, and every ache is a piece of the answer. Ask yourself, what fear is pain exposing? What lie is pain trying to kill? What truth is it demanding I face? The Stoic writes, reflects, records. Pain becomes his journal, his curriculum, his sacred text. He does not flinch. He studies. Because the student of suffering is always the master of himself. Part 4. Control what you can. Endure what you must. There is a world inside your control, and there is a world outside it. Pain will try to live in both. The Stoic learns the boundary, where action ends and acceptance begins. Some pain you can reduce by changing habits, confronting lies, removing poison. Some pain must simply be endured, like death, rejection, illness, betrayal. But in both, you have power, because your reaction is always yours. Will you clench your fists, or will you breathe? Will you scream in resistance, or will you whisper through it? This will not break me. Stoicism is not about being passive. It's about being precise. Control what you can. Surrender to what you can't. And in both, never lose your form. Part 5. Suffering with dignity. There is a way to suffer that degrades, and there is a way to suffer that elevates. The Stoic does not glamorize pain, but he also doesn't shrink from it. He sees suffering as a test, not of endurance, but of identity. Can you hold your integrity when everything's falling? Can you walk upright while bleeding? Can you keep your mouth clean when bitterness wants to escape? This is the real trial, and dignity in those moments becomes a crown, invisible but earned. Anyone can curse life when it gets dark, but the Stoic? He lights a candle and keeps walking. Part 6. Make pain. Your practice. You want peace? Practice for war. The Stoic does not wait for the world to break him. He trains before the storm. Rejection? He imagines it. Loss? He rehearses it. Pain? He welcomes it in controlled doses. So when chaos comes, he is already acquainted with its voice. This isn't paranoia. It's preparation. Every betrayal is a representative. Every setback, a drill. Every heartache, a session. He builds his strength not just in philosophy, but in repetition. Pain becomes his sparring partner. And when life throws its hardest punch, the Stoic does not fall. He breathes, resets, and keeps moving. Part 7. Memento mori. Remember, you will die. This is not a threat. It's a truth, and it is the most freeing truth of all. You could die tomorrow, or tonight, or before this day ends. The Stoic does not fear this. He invites it into every decision. Would I still waste this hour if I knew it was my last? Would I still avoid that conversation, that challenge, that truth, if I knew I was dying? Memento mori removes the fog. Death sharpens the lens, and suddenly pain becomes small. Purpose becomes clear. Ego disappears. Every pain you feel is proof you're not dead yet, so use it. Before the final silence comes, make your life loud with meaning. Part 8. Use pain to build others. Your scars are not shame. They are signal. The Stoic doesn't hide his suffering. He retools it, refines it, transforms it into wisdom. Because someone out there, right now, is drowning in the same waters you survived. And your story, your discipline, your rise could be the lighthouse. But only if you choose to share it. Not as a victim, not as a hero, but as a human who used pain instead of being used by it. This is the legacy of the Stoic. Not just endurance, but empowerment passed forward. Part 9. Let go to gain control. The harder you grip, the more it slips. The Stoic learns to unclench, because real control is not found in obsession, but in observation. You cannot stop the river, but you can choose how you swim. You cannot stop heartbreak, but you can choose not to become bitter. Letting go is not defeat, it is command. Let go of the timeline. Let go of the illusion. Let go of the lie that things must always go your way. Then watch as your energy returns. Your peace sharpens. Your vision clears. Let go to take back your power. Part 10. Pain is the proof. You are becoming. You feel pain? Good. That means you're alive. That means you're changing. That means something is moving inside you. The Stoic doesn't ask to be spared from pain. He asks to be shaped by it, because pain is the weight that builds the soul, the silence that grows resolve, the fire that purifies purpose. So when it comes, and it will, stand still. Let it pass through you. Let it show you what's false. Let it reveal what's real. You are not special because you hurt. You are special because you rise from it again and again and again. Until one day, someone looks at your scars and says, that's what strength looks like. This is the Stoic path. And this is just the beginning.